like so stuck on like I keep thinking today is Monday, even though I have a bunch of stuff I have to do on Tuesday. Maybe it's just because I don't want to have to do all this stuff, so my brain wants it to be Monday again. But I hope you guys are all having a good one. Give me a moment. Let me see if I can. Okay. So, just a heads up. We can't talk about anything related to Nene's son's health issues because number one, well, that's a surefire way to get your channel taken down or have your live interrupted, but also out of respect because not everything needs to always be read on anyways. And I did see on the blogs this morning that Cynthia and might be split up or there's a bunch of drama going on around that. So it's like perfect timing. And then here's good old Sheree out here with Martell again. So I'm putting up a poll on who you guys want to start with first. If it will freaking go. Oh my gosh. Okay, now it's posting. It was taking a second. So make sure you guys vote on that. It only gives me the option to do 4 people at a time on the poll in the middle of the live. So it doesn't mean we won't get to anybody else. It's just those are the people that whose names honestly I could remember right this second. I could put up there right now. So how is everybody doing? And can you guys hear me okay? Let me know in the chat, and also make sure you guys like the live. And I will be back tomorrow. I put up a poll in the community tab of who you guys want to do tomorrow morning. Tomorrow night is when the Beverly Hills finale starts airing, so I figured let's wait and do them Saturday morning when I'm coming back to do more of the Real Housewives franchise lives, just so that way, because I knew either you guys would have extra questions, maybe you'd have different ones, and then we'll do a follow-up one sometime during the middle of the week in a morning again after the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunions has finished airing, so we can finish up any questions you guys may have had around that, because apparently, you know, there's a lot going on this season over there with all of the different folks and whatnot. So, and I always post when I'm going live first on the community tab, so make sure you guys check there too. Or my Instagram stories, and all my links are in the pinned comments. So can everybody hear me okay? Is the chat working? I'm like, I don't know how to fix stuff, so I always get nervous. I know there's a lag on things too, but I just always get nervous because I'm like, I don't know how to fix things if stuff goes awry. And also, guys, you are welcome to put timestamps in the comments later on. I don't know how to do that. I honestly wouldn't be able to even create content if I had to learn how to edit stuff and add things after the fact anyways, because this week I'm doing HR work freelance for a friend of mine who's starting a business. I'm usually, when I'm not posting videos either on here or in Patreon, I'm with a client. So I just don't have all the time in the world to do everything. It's just me. And while I may have the same 24 hours a day that Beyonce does, I don't have the team she does that can run errands for me and do other stuff to make it easier for me to just get out here and perform, you know? So, let me add that this is. Okay, I'm trying to update the title. Okay. Is the chat not working, you guys? Because I don't see anybody's comments. And I swear I said it so that it allowed chat. Okay, hang on a second. Okay, it's working now. Okay, good. Because I was like going through YouTube Studio trying to make sure, and I'm like, where the hell is the chat option and things settings so I can fix it if for whatever reason? Because you do have to enable chat when you set the lives, and I always make sure because I want to, I don't watch these shows, so I'm like, I've just been watching, and shout out to all of the recap channels because I was like listening to all of them yesterday, trying to kind of catch up what's going on, so that way I would even know what we're even going to be, discussing and everything. Since I've said I'm aware of who these people are, I just don't know what's happening every single season or going on with their lives because I don't watch these shows and I haven't in years. So if Shout out to Zach Peterson, Dana Wilkie, Candy Washington, and Up and Atom, because those are the channels that I've been like binge watching the past few days, trying to catch up on everything. So let's see. It looks like people want to start Nene. So let's go ahead and start with Nene because I have to get off of here by 11:30 my time at the absolute latest because I have a doctor's appointment. I just have to run in and get my finger pricked to check my iron, but I have to get over there before they close at noon for lunch. So put your guys' comments or your questions in the chat. Remember, stay on topic. We're going one at a time through the ladies. I announce who we are talking about, and I make sure everybody's got their questions wrapped up before we move on. Put question in front of it so I know that it's a question and not a statement. And if you want to make sure that your question does get answered, you can always super chat or super sticker. I will be completely offline Thursday because it is my 40th birthday. And then I'll be back Friday night to do the whatever else has been going on this week, hot topics readings. So, but we'll be back at the same time again tomorrow morning to, it's looking like you guys want to do Potomac next, but make sure you vote on the community tab. So I know one of the big questions, obviously, because Nene and Bravo had an out-of-court settlement. If you guys didn't know, it wasn't like she just dropped it for no reason. She got paid. So I know a lot of people still are wondering, is she ever going to come back to the Real Housewives and what's going on there? So I'm going to pull on that while you guys put your questions in the chat. What is going on with the future of me returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta? Thank you. Oh, and Behind the Velvet Rope with David Yontif was another one of the channels that I was watching a bit yesterday, and he's a lawyer himself, and he was saying that he doesn't feel like Nene will ever be able to come back because she got lawyers involved, and there was a lawsuit that was filed and all of that stuff, because as he or his opinion is that, Bravo will put up with a lot of stuff. Like, you can talk shit about Andy Cohen now. They'll kick you off a season, but if you're good for ratings, you stir the pot, or you are beloved by fans, they'll overlook that stuff and bring you back, because at the end of the day, it's about numbers, and them making money too. But he said that he feels like once they get the legal side involved, then that's like, okay, well, now that's too much trouble and it's more than it's worth with you. And so he was also saying, the same thing about possibly Kathy Hilton, because apparently she sent out like legal letters to people after the Aspen situation or something. I was still trying to catch up on what all happened with that situation. So anyways, let's see where Nene is at with the legal stuff. There seems to be a huge delay on the chat, you guys. I'm sorry. I don't know why it's doing that. I can't fix it. Okay, so first things first, as long as Andy Cohen is still, has any sort of power at Bravo and that he's still somehow, involved in the Real Housewives franchises, she's not coming back because at this point, I don't even get that Bravo itself really truly has a problem with Nene. It's Andy has taken everything that happened between them very personally. And once Andy has a vendetta against you or doesn't like you anymore, it's pretty much, he's going to do whatever he can to keep because he's a vengeful person. So the thing is, Andy's been slowly losing his power at Bravo anyways. They've taken a lot of things away from him. So I've always said at some point Andy will be out from Bravo. And I do get in the future, once Andy is gone, then we will see Nene make her return. But as long as he still has any say so and is still around, it's no for now. And she wasn't lying, when she said that Andy's done things behind the scenes to try to get her blackballed or keep her from getting any kind of new jobs or whatnot. So she wasn't lying about that. He really did go out of his way behind the scenes to punish her because, again, like Spirit said, he's taking the things that she said and her anger and everything that she has, a right to be upset about as a personal thing against him. And on the flip side, Spirit saying Nene took a lot of the stuff that happened to her personally too and felt like, okay, Andy, like we used to have this great relationship. You used me to build up not only the RHOA franchise, but really it was HOA blowing up that put the whole Real Housewives thing on the map in the first place and led to them continuing to develop more franchises. And then on top of it, for the shows being able to last as long as they have. So if it does go both ways because she kind of feels like, okay, you refusing to go to bat for me or trying to help me proves that you never were really my friend and you were only in it to get whatever you could out of me. But you let everybody, get away with all kinds of crap and then especially against me and you could have stopped it. You never did. Andy's just one of those people that doesn't want to take personal responsibility, obviously. And to him, it's like, how dare you hold me accountable? I'm supposed to, be able to do whatever I want as producer and the name of, the show and everything. So I don't, even if they ever publicly made up, what Spirit's saying is it's more just of a like, let's not fuck each other over anymore. And we'll be cool, but we ain't ever going to be buddy again type of thing. And it really would be because both of them are ready to put it to bed to save their own opportunities and careers because it's like, this is, going on for way too long. But again, they'll never be buddy. They're never going to work together, any of that stuff. And the funny thing is that Spirit thing, of course, when they do make up, again, it's centered around Andy's no longer, super duper, like, heavily involved at Bravo. And now Nene's the one who's having her season of vindication. And here comes Andy groveling and apologizing because basically it's like if Nene publicly accepts my apology, then maybe that looks better on me. And then I'm not sitting out here in the ocean without an oar, so to speak, because I do feel like there's going to be a lot of shit that, goes down. Spirit's always talking about Andy's downfall being very similar to Ellen's, where all of a sudden anybody and everybody comes out with their side of the story and the horrible things that he's been involved with and how he's way worse than people ever expected. And it's definitely going to come and bite him back in the ass because, you know, Spirit's always said he's not that great of a person. So that's where we are with that. And you guys, I am going to end this live and I will come right back with another live and see if maybe that helps with the chat situation. So we'll put a cap on it here and I will be right back.